So this blog here is stemming from the blog I did about my taste in music, the fact that I enjoy Marilyn Manson's music, some of it. So this kind of brings up this whole topic here because of the comment that Mr. Waco Parkland, or Parker, I'm sorry if I get it wrong, I'm sorry. But yes, that he made. So let's talk about respecting a hustle, because that's what I was saying. I was basically saying I enjoy some of Marilyn Manson's music. It sounds good in my ear. I enjoy the sound it makes in my ear, which is why I listen to it. That in no way means I agree with Marilyn Manson's personal choices, personal views, religious, well, if he even has a religion, whatever. That doesn't mean I agree with him and what he stands for. It just means I like his music. I said I respected his craft. And when I say that, I mean I respected his hustle. Now, myself and a good friend of mine who is a guy, and he's my closest friend, I would say, had a debate about this because we were in disagreement on the subject. He says you have to respect a hustle, no matter what it is. I took issue with that. My debate was this: I could not respect the hustle of a man who would play on the emotional vulnerability of a woman in order to uplift himself financially or emotionally or whatever else he seemed to be using her for. I can't respect that hustle. However, he explained to me, I may not like the fact that that man has decided to prosper himself in life by means of using a woman. But I have to respect the fact that he has found a way to not only get it done, but be successful at it. And that's where I changed my mind, and I did agree with him, because I've understood his logic. He's not saying that he agrees with what that person is doing. He's just saying you have to respect the fact that they can do something, especially when it's something that most people wouldn't agree with, and get away with it, but not only get away with it, but thrive with it. So what I'm saying is this: let's look at two extremes. On one hand, we have Marilyn Manson, who resorts to shock value and things that people consider ridiculous, demonic, satanic, sacrilegious, evil, and all of the above and then some. He has found a way to make people eat that up. He's made millions off of it. He will probably continue to do so. I can almost bet his show that will be at the ACC on September 17th will be a sold-out show. He's successful at that. Do I agree in Satan worshipping? No. Am I an atheist? Not even close. Do I endeavor in animal sacrifices? Not on my life. I would probably kill myself before I mutilated an animal. Actually, I would kill myself before I mutilated an animal, because anybody who knows me knows that I love animals more than I like people. So that means if there was a drowning person, I'd be saving the puppy. Everybody knows this. I say it all the time. So, what I'm trying to say is this: you have to respect Marilyn Manson's hustle. His hustle is using shock value entertainment to be successful. That doesn't necessarily mean that's who he is. Beyonce. She has this holier-than-thou image that she is portraying. She has pushed this image of, I'm so perfect and oh so good and I just never do anything wrong, so far that she has lost the relatability factor. Meaning, I don't relate to her, and I haven't met a lot of people that say that they do relate to her, because she just does not seem real. I mean, slouch in your chair a little bit, laugh a little bit, you know, make a joke, act an ass every once in a while, make a funny face, a stupid joke, something to show that you have a real human trait in your personality. She does not do this because she wants to create that image of perfection in the eyes of the media. And where has it gotten her? extremely far. It is an extreme of something. She is the extreme of goodness. And people lap it up like little dogs eating friggin' treats. Marilyn Manson is the extreme of the opposite of her. The opposite of perfection. And people like it as well. There is a large, massive followings for Marilyn Manson. They have their different reasons. Some people do follow him for his religious beliefs. Other people's don't. It goes like this. I will never be a prostitute. However, can I respect a prostitute's hustle for her going out and doing whatever it is she chooses to do in order to feed her family and make sure that they eat and their house is paid for and whatever the case may be, or whatever? Sure. Amy Winehouse, for instance. I absolutely love her music. She is by far one of my most favorite artists of all times. Does that mean I'm going to go pick up a key of coke and snort it? No, not at all. Not in the slightest. But I love her music and I respect her hustle. She happens to be addicted to crack cocaine. That's something that I would never endeavor in, never have, never will. And it's not something I agree with or support. But does that mean I like her music any less? Absolutely not. So, Marilyn Manson, I don't agree with his religious views and stuff like that. But I respect his hustle. He has done something that I haven't. He has done something that the person that decided to crucify me for my listening to his music didn't. You're not a millionaire. You're not a multi-millionaire. You're not famous. He is. Whether he got there through being a good old Christian or a Satan-worshipping musician, he got there. We haven't. So how about we respect him for getting someplace that we have not achieved ourselves? You may not like him. That's fine. You don't need to. But respect his hustle. People don't like... Some people may think Hugh Hefner's a pervert. But guess what? You respect his hustle. He's done something other people haven't. Some people don't like Jay-Z's music. But guess what? You got to respect a man that can get from where he started to where he is now. How he did it. Big time drug dealers. You have to respect the hustle. You just have to. And it doesn't matter what they do. You don't have to agree with it. And I want people to understand this. You do not have to agree with it. Just respect the fact that somebody has found something that may not be agreeable and has found a way to make it work for them in order to create success. And from that success, they have propelled themselves. This is what I'm respecting him for when I say I respect Marilyn Manson's craft. So can we please not misconstrue my words and try and make me out to be some Holocaust-loving, Satanistic, animal-killing worshiper, okay? So how about we don't do that? Because that's what I'm saying. It's about respecting a hustle. So what is everybody's view on respecting a hustle? Do you agree that no matter what the hustle happens to be, you have to respect it for the purpose in which it was done, which is to survive, to thrive, to succeed? Or do you have to pick it down to the bare bones and figure out what the hustle is and determine how that hustle fits into your morality? What do you guys think? I personally think now, because I wasn't of that view before, but since having that debate with my good friend, big up Street Man, since having that debate, I have changed my mind and agreed that you have to respect the hustle. It's like people who sit down on welfare and do absolutely nothing with themselves. It's whack. It's bullshit. My tax money is paying for you to sit on your ass and do absolutely nothing when you're fully well and able to go get a fucking job. But you choose to sit on your ass for whatever reason, whatever excuse you come up with. I can't hate you for that. You're making a living. You're living off of my tax money. You're finding a way to scam the government and live off my tax money. Some people don't scam the government. Some people actually need social assistance, and that's all well and good. However, it is a form of a hustle, and I have to respect it because they're getting by on it. They're not dead. Panhandlers, same thing. You will never catch me on the street with a cup begging for money. I'll go hungry and die before I do that shit. But guess what? I respect their hustle because some people will humble themselves and go out there and beg for their money to feed themselves. I frankly am a little bit too prideful for that. So, respect the hustle. That's what I was saying, Waco. That's all I was saying. You didn't need to come crucify me and try and stab up my name and try and crucify me as something that I'm clearly not. I pray to God on a daily basis. Just because I say closest to the church, furthest from God, doesn't mean I'm an atheist or I'm running behind Marilyn Manson to be his #1 fan. Got it? I enjoy all types of music. Reggae, rock, hip-hop, heavy metal, whatever. Classical, jazz, blues, whatever. I listen to it. If it sounds good, it plays in my damn stereo. And if you don't like it, that's just too damn